Part of our reading assignment today for the 2-year Bible challenge had us in Job chapter 28. And this chapter just blew me away. This may very well be one of my favorite chapters in the book of Job. And I've read it before, I've read it more than once, but for some reason today it just really stood out to me, and I want to share some thoughts with you about it as I read it. It begins, these are the words of Job: "Surely there is a mine for silver, and a place where gold is refined. Iron is taken from the earth, and copper is smelted from ore. Man puts an end to darkness and searches every recess for ore in the darkness and the shadow of death. He breaks open a shaft away from people in places forgotten by feet. They hang far away from men. They swing to and fro." First of all, this is just a fascinating description of what mining was like during Job's day. But he's using it as a metaphor for something even more significant. Job is essentially saying, if we want silver or if we want gold, we know where to look for those, and we know how to get them. Let's read on. "As for the earth, from it comes bread, but underneath it is turned up as by fire. Its stones are the source of sapphires, and it contains gold dust. That path no bird knows, nor has the falcon's eye seen it. The proud lions have not trodden it, nor has the fierce lion passed over it. He puts his hand on the flint. He overturns the mountains at the roots. He cuts out channels in the rocks, and his eyes see every precious thing. He dams up the streams from trickling. What is hidden, he brings forth to light." Job understands that, yes, the topsoil is where we grow food, but underneath that topsoil, that's where the treasures are found. That's where the gold dust is. That's where the rubies are. And he talks about how mankind knows how to get to those things. They know how to dam up the stream and find the precious stones that are hidden under the waters of the rivers. They know how to dig into the depths of the earth to find the treasures that are buried there. They know that. But then in verse 12 he says, "But where can wisdom be found? And where is the place of understanding? Man does not know its value, nor is it found in the land of the living. The deep says, 'It is not in me,' and the sea says, 'It is not with me.' It cannot be purchased for gold, nor can silver be weighed for its price. It cannot be valued in the gold of Ophir, in precious onyx or sapphire. Neither gold nor crystal can equal it, nor can it be exchanged for jewelry or fine gold. No mention shall be made of coral or quartz, for the price of wisdom is above rubies. The topaz of Ethiopia cannot equal it, nor can it be valued in pure gold." In these verses, Job is just talking about the fact that wisdom is so much more valuable than any of these things that men work so hard to harvest from the earth. He says, look, coral and quartz, we're not even going to discuss those because they're worthless compared to wisdom. Wisdom is more valuable than gold, silver, rubies, than all of it. And the reality is, we don't even really know where to find it, at least not in the natural world. These observations lead Job then to ask a very natural question. And we find that question in verse 20. "From where then does wisdom come? And where is the place of understanding?" So, okay, if we can't dig for wisdom, if we can't mine for wisdom, if we can't draw wisdom from the depths of the earth, where does it come from? How do we find it? We can't buy it, so where do we get it? Verse 21, "It is hidden from the eyes of all living, and concealed from the birds of the air. Destruction and death say, 'We have heard a report about it with our ears.' God understands its way, and he knows its place. For he looks to the ends of the earth and sees under the whole heavens, to establish a weight for the wind and to portion the waters by measure. When he made a law for the rain and a path for the thunderbolt, then he saw wisdom and declared it. He prepared it. Indeed, he searched it out. And to man he said, 'Behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. and to depart from evil is understanding. That's mind-blowing, isn't it? I mean, we can search for wisdom in the things of the world. We can try to place a monetary value on it. We can seek it out in nature and see hints of it when we consider life and death. But ultimately, the only place that we can truly find wisdom is in the fear of the Lord. Behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. What an amazing statement. Wisdom is found in the fear of the Lord. Wisdom is displayed in departing from evil. That's the wisdom that we need, and we're not going to find it anywhere else. I hope you've enjoyed this reading of Job chapter 28 and our discussion of it this evening. I know that I certainly enjoyed spending the time with you. Thanks for joining me for the 2-Year Bible Challenge. Let's keep reading.